What's smoking on my dragons? Divine righteous, almighty greats, overachieving, never slacking. And much love to my dears. I'm back with another Dimash reaction. But before we get into the reaction, we definitely gonna have a discussion, a nice little discussion. So um this intro will probably be a little long, but I'm gonna put timestamps, especially for my new viewers, timestamp so you can just jump to right when I do the reaction. And since the intro is gonna be a little long because of the discussion we're about to have, uh, I when I do react to the interview, I wait till the end. I won't pause till I'm at the end to really speak on what I think about the interview, right? But I wanted to give shout outs. Let me give some shout outs. Okay. So we got IJ. Shout out to you. I'm gonna just go through a list of names. Uh, it probably take way too long if I read comments. Clara Cam. Shout out to you, in Romania. Shout out to Rosangela Ruza. My apologies. I know I'm pronouncing names wrong. My pronunciation isn't the best. EK 1706, Christina Brain, Anna Leah, Janet Lawson, Mats Andrio Lopez, Angeles Rodriguez Pacheco, Patricia Palmer, Sylvia Sabato, Marlene Marenco, is it? Marenso or Marenco? Shirley Melvin. Um, some I just honestly, I got some in Russian that I'm just, I appreciate you. I just don't know if I'm be able to pronounce those. Uh, Corinne Aquatica, Anne Marie, Your Sheep, Elizabeth Saturmo. It's amazing people. It's some amazing people. Basically the discussion I'm gonna have when I have these discussions, I call it. I'm gonna say we in the dragon lair, right? So shout out to all my dragons. Basically, I wanted to say, because I put it, and it wasn't. It's never the deers. I might have had like maybe one person. Well, I've had a couple people on Dimash reactions actually in the past say, like, when I put songwriter, they'll be like, yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're not a songwriter, like, or things like that, or just question me, which it's normal, But I'm gonna be honest, I delete comments like that, like anything that's kind of negative. Like, I just don't give it life too much. There's comments that get by. Don't get me wrong. There may be comments that or I may scroll past and just to get to all the positivity. But then there's some that catch my eye where I'm like, all right, But yeah, I've gotten a lot of questions. Not just but on many videos from my Rammstein videos. Um, Many videos I've did, many different audiences. I've had certain people comment like, "Yeah, sure, you're a songwriter," or pretty much just trying to point out, like, I guess that I'm a liar or something for putting songwriter. So I guess I wanted to show y'all point blank to the point that I am a songwriter. So as y'all can see right here, here's footage of me performing. I've done it all, guys. In my late teens and early 20s, when it comes to music, I've definitely rocked stages. Where I'm from in upstate New York, I was pretty much touring. You know what I'm saying? Upstate, and I mean, it's not much to say, but I definitely always have been involved in music. And then here's actually a video of that someone just tagged me in. This is from me on a radio, 93.3 in 2016. The race changing the foreigns, lie about how we touring and dropping bodies and warring to create the image of sunny, but really it just and then here's another video of someone someone I'm cool with, one of my boys, my brothers in Washington D.C., and this is what he said to me.
You done did things, man, that people dreamed of, bro. Rocking the crowd, man, with your boys. When you sent the clip, You on the radio, bro. You already did it, man. At, way before 28, bro.
So yeah, I've been, I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I've definitely done a lot. The reason I stepped back from music though is because being in America and rapping, it's just too much negativity, and it's just not. I'm not about negativity. I like putting out positivity into the world, and I have other ventures. Like recently I've came. I've realized. I want to be like a, or at least have something to do with being a hospice nurse and just helping people before they leave this planet, and comforting them and their families. So I've been working on that. Um, at the end of the video though, I'm gonna put this one video I did, just so you guys can have more of an understanding of why I relate to people like Dimash. And it's pretty much me talking about one of my friends, after he, well, I'll say one of my brothers, after he transitioned, the one I always talk about, Joe, who transitioned in a motorcycle accident at 19, just so you guys could understand the type of person I am, because I know there's so many of y'all that never actually like question what I say, and really, you can tell I'm genuine, but then there's people who are like, what I'm saying, who may come out of nowhere and just judge me. It happens. It's gonna happen. It's the world. But what I have to say to that is, to people, period. And this is not to compare myself to some superhero, but Spider-Man was Peter Parker. Superman was Clark Kent. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't. I believe God's walk amongst us. I believe a lot of the homeless people we see are probably gods or different angels and beings, not just homeless people, but people that people look down upon, right? And we're all in a big test. But before I dive into before I go that far, let me get into this Dimash reaction. But yeah, because we're already 7 minutes in, and hopefully, like I said, I put them timestamps. Hopefully, those that didn't want to hear our discussion in the Dragon Lair just pressed that and got straight to it. But let's get to it real quick. This is New Wave from 2019 in Russia, and I'll see you guys at the end of this.
Это вновь новая волна, и мы приветствуем человека, здравствуйте, человека, который за год совершил фантастический...
Oh yeah, and for someone real quick, someone wanted me to change the subtitles, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put them. I think it was Spanish. Let me do that for you real quick. I don't want people thinking I'll just be forgetting about them. Okay, so let me find it. Spanish. Should be coming up right here. So subtitles is on for sure in Spanish. All right, here we go.
Волна, и мы приветствуем человека, здравствуйте, человека, который за год совершил фантастический взлет, я бы даже сказал. Потому что ровно год назад мы с вами общались в другом городе, и с тех пор действительно очень много изменилось. Тяжело?
В смысле, вы о чем?
Ну, за этот год фантастический успех, взлет популярности в России, армия, миллионы поклонников. Я смотрю хэштег Димаш в Инстаграме и тысячи комментариев восторженных поклонниц со всей страны, России, Казахстана, Китая, да даже из Новой Зеландии, по-моему. Тяжело переживать внезапный яркий успех?
Я даже насчет этого много не думаю, потому что точно такой же вопрос задали когда-то Йосифу Кобзону Давыдовичу, и он ответил: конечно, тяжело, если ты будешь считать себя настоящей звездой. Если ты ко всему будешь относиться нормально, просто и жить обычной человеческой жизнью, заниматься тем, что ты любишь, мне кажется, ты даже не будешь насчет этого думать.
А как можно жить обычной человеческой жизнью, когда, опять-таки, в Инстаграме вы идете по аэропорту, со всех сторон набегают люди, и чего-то от вас хотят. Ну, необычный же человек, ну, как-то бы странно к этому бы относился, да? То есть это уже жизнь все-таки артиста, публичного человека. К этому тяжело привыкнуть?
Ну, папарацци это часть моей профессии, и внимание со стороны публики это тоже часть моей профессии, поэтому я ко всему этому был еще на подсознательном уровне в детстве был готов, потому что я всю жизнь шел к этому, мечтал об этом, и от всей души хочу поблагодарить всех зрителей, всех слушателей, которые меня вот этим же способом поддерживают, постоянно просят фото. Это для артиста, не только для молодого артиста, и для большого легендарного артиста даже огромное счастье, потому что нас делают артистами наши слушатели.
Ну, я уверен, что вы, есть артисты, которые уже достигли очень большого успеха, но которые абсолютно неизвестны очень многим, да, то есть вот когда Стас Михайлов стал звездой в России, все спрашивают, кто это, а он уже собирал залы. Вот вы сталкиваетесь с тем, что вот вы куда-то пришли, а никто не знает, кто вы, и что вы действительно уже дважды собрали Кремль?
Ну, в разных странах меня по-разному узнают. Допустим, в какой-то стране больше, в какой-то стране меньше. И, в принципе, я ко всему этому нормально отношусь. Так и должно быть. Джеки Чан тоже не стал сразу Джеки Чаном, понимаете? И
Кем вы хотите стать?
я хочу стать Димашем.
Уже Димаш? Вы уже им стали?
У меня до сих пор есть какие-то юношеские амбиции, которых я хочу воплотить мечту в реальность.
Примеры какие?
Например,
Ковен Гарден, дворец спорта Лужники, или стадион Лужники, или, не знаю, или тур по стадионам в Китае, вот что?
у меня через пару месяцев будет сольный концерт на стадионе в Мегаспорте в Москве. И в этом году пройдет мой первый большой сольный концерт в Нью-Йорке на стадионе. И я, конечно же, как и все музыканты, как и все артисты, мечтаю о том, чтобы как бы заполучить Грэмми. Вот я об этом думаю.
Вот это тщеславие, да? То есть все-таки человек хороший двигатель творческого самовыражения?
Нет, это не тщеславие, это стимул, понимаете? Если я получу какую-то большую награду, это, конечно же, порадует моих родителей. Если мои родители будут счастливы, довольны и гордиться мною, то, соответственно, я тоже обрету какое-то человеческое простое счастье. И для меня не важно, сколько я буду зарабатывать, сколько будет у меня вот этих наград. Это, мне кажется, вторичное. В жизни это далеко не главное. И обязательно настанет момент, когда ты сойдешь со сцены и сядешь рядом со зрителями. В этот момент зрители не должны тебе говорить, вот, когда ты был артистом, ты был очень плохим человеком, не звезданутым. И в этот момент я...
Сплошь и рядом, даже, вот знаете, кого-то из присутствующих здесь можно так назвать.
Ну да, и в этот момент я должен с чистой совестью смотреть в глаза зрителям, потому что в первую очередь мы рождаемся в этом мире не для того, чтобы быть артистами или там, учителями. В первую очередь мы должны становиться хорошими людьми, а дальше все само собой придет, если придет.
Это всегда меня удивляло, читая ваше интервью и общаясь лично, что вы принципиально позиционируете себя как обычного человека. Потому что, вот, например, есть люди, как, например, даже вот тот артист, который следом за вами, вон там, по нему явно скажут, человек необычный. Вот вы действительно обычный человек, либо это хорошая маска, либо мы что-то о вас не знаем.
Маска это или нет, это, мне кажется, ну, конечно, это не маска, но даже если это было бы не по-настоящему, мы просто не вправе вести себя плохо. Мы должны подавать правильный пример. Мы люди искусства, все-таки для некоторых людей являемся кумирами, и мы должны следить за собой.
Спасибо огромное. Мы желаем вам успеха и здесь на фестивале, и во всех ваших начинаниях. И аншлагов в Москве в Мегаспорте.
Спасибо большое.
Спасибо большое. Димаш Кудайберген.
Спасибо. Люблю вас очень. Спасибо.
Димаш Кудайберген, человек, который действительно стал мегазвездой в России, в Китае и в других странах, был в прямом эфире «Одноклассников».
So there was many moments where I wanted to pause in there, but let me just say this. This is my first time ever seeing this interview, right? Y'all don't think that it was pretty cool how pretty much everything I talked about in the beginning, like they kind, he just asked him about, is this really, basically you, or are you wearing a mask? Like, it's pretty much like kind of what I touched on as far as you don't know, or pretty much you don't know who's who, right? I think it's beautiful when just little synchronicities like that happen, because it's like I was just talking about Peter Parker was Spider Man. People are looking for Spider Man, but walk past Peter Parker every day and ignore him. Clark Kent was Superman. People are looking for Superman, but walk past Clark Kent and ignored him. Catwoman was a librarian, if I'm not mistaken. You know what? I'm gonna watch some superhero stuff now because I'm getting myself in the mood for that. But so for them to kind of ask those questions, it's just funny how after everything I was talking about, it would just blend in that well with what they were speaking about. Dimash kept it humble, and he said a lot of things that, what I respect him for, because people, they judge people too, like, you know, um, people, that's like human nature, I guess. Where people are like, a lot of people sometimes when you come off a certain way, they wanna know, like, did you have a bad side? Who is this person? Like, like I mean, it's nothing wrong with wanting to analyze people for the safety of yourself and others, but I feel like sometimes people really get too judgmental. And Dimash, he made a great point. He said, listen, at the end of the day, you know, none of us none of us have the right to just be a bad, treat people badly or be a bad person. And at the end of the day, when you at a certain status, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not saying it word for word like but pretty much I'm putting it into my own words. But when you're at a certain status, you it's your duty now, when people look up to you, to behave a certain way, because there's kids watching. You're influencing people. And that's all that matters. Because we all have different sides. We all have different aspects to each other. We're not just gonna be this goody goody person all the time, or we're let's be real. We all have you know our own issues, right? That's just the truth. That's just the truth. But what he was pretty much saying is, all that matters is that I'm playing the role I need to and doing my job. He's not getting on there and putting out negativity. You get what I'm saying? Even if he was dealing with negativity behind doors, he's dealing with it behind doors. And that's pretty much what he was saying, right? And that's why I have so much respect for Dimash. Um, it was something else he said where it was like, what he say? He said, when a guy asked him, like, how do you deal with being a star or something like that, and he's like, you know I don't look at myself as a star. I just look at myself as a normal person, and then it won't be hard if you look at yourself as a normal person. He's all about just you know coming down from the lights and all that they put him in. All the that he's about, just self awareness, and realizing, listen, everybody plays a part. Everybody's a star. If you think about it, I use this for an example, and then I'll wrap this up because I know I've been going for a while. But I'll use this for an example. And I said something like this before, something a little similar. But when you go, for those that can dream, right? Some people can lucid dream, which is where they're aware in their dreams, literally, like the way we're aware now. Some people can go to sleep. I'm sure there's people watching who, literally, they're aware in their dreams. They know details, everything, right? And we have the ability to do that. We have the ability to do more than that. So if we're already born with those abilities, right? Um, then that tells us right there that we already, something deeper than this flesh exists. Because when we close these two eyes, right? What is it that, how are we able to vividly do that? Vivid dream or lucid dream, or some people astral project, right? Um, so it's like when you look at that, it's like you already a star. You already have access to be able to do things that are unexplainable. And if you could do that when you're conscious mind is sleep, what does that say? That says that there's so much more. So we all connect on a certain level that we don't even understand yet in this physical body. And Dimash, if he heard me talking, he gets what I'm saying. I know he does. He gets what I'm saying. So, as far as being a star, in this physical world, that's not for me. That was never I can't say that was never the goal. As a kid, I'm sure we all at one point, I want to be, but me at my age now, it's like there's just so much more, in everyday people. On top of that, there's so much more to people that we just don't know. And it's like we're already born with abilities that we just don't know nothing about. We're already stars. If you can lucid dream, you can go to sleep and you can literally think of a being, having audience around you, or having demons around you. Like, literally, look it up. Look up A Journey of Souls by I forgot it. I always forget. I got it real quick. I'm gonna pull it out. Then I'm gonna wrap it up. Because I just screenshotted this yesterday to send to somebody, so it should be right here. Screenshots. Here it goes. Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. Hopefully I can see that. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, and at the end of this video, guys, I'm gonna put that video I was telling you about my boy who transitioned, just so you guys can see that I've always, pretty much been about what I've talked about when it comes to just things I'm into. So you'll understand more of why I listen to people like Dimash. You know what I'm saying? Why, I go so hard and, keep these videos going. But with that being said, guys, original link will be in the description. Other than that, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm starting the new Dimash interview playlist that this will be in, if you just want to watch interviews. And then I got for those that's new, I got the regular Dimash playlist if you want to go ahead and binge watch that content. But with that being said, here's that video I was telling you guys about. Rest in power to my boy Joe. Love you. And much love, everybody. R.I.P. Wild Boy. Wish I had 30 minutes left, man. Listen. I wish I had 30 minutes just to go back in time. 30 minutes just so I could pause and press rewind. 30 minutes just so I could call you on the phone and tell you about the future just so you could make it home. Wish I had 30 minutes just so I could chill with you and see Tajay and Shali play football on the field with you. 30 more minutes just to tell you how I feel. 30 more minutes turning up at Killer Hill. 30 minutes just so I could get you in my sight again. 30 minutes just so I could see you ride a bike again. 30 minutes just so you can hit me with a text again. Tell me link up and I can see you in the flesh again. 30 minutes just to see you pull up on a scene again. 30 minutes just so you could tell me about your dreams again. 30 more minutes just to hanging out with you again. 30 more minutes to see Caroline with you again. R.I.P.
Overnight, 30 minutes to alter our lives. 30 minutes to make up our mind. 30 minutes to finally decide. 30 minutes to whisper your name. 30 minutes to shoulder the blame. 30 minutes for bliss, 30 nights. 30 minutes to finally decide. Papa, forgive me.
Told me never quit the dreams so you always could see it. When I heard that you was gone, swear I couldn't believe it. Got so many people sick to their stomachs, knowing when they in the town they'll never see you in public. Used to hit me on my phone when no one else gave a damn. Now you on the other side, so look over your fam. Things happen in this life, that's not part of the plan. We all seen you grow up from a boy to a man. Told her how it is. Was never acting foul. Every time you see the bro, he always had a smile, always looking out. Was never known to hate. Death lurking around the corner, we all got a date. Even though you're not here, just know it's not over until we meet again. Keep a watch over. Make sure your fam good. Keep watching Yo Girl. Every time I slide through Indy, know it's Joe World. R.I.P. bro. Let's go for anybody that ever lost anybody, man. Just imagine if you only had 30 minutes left. What would you say? What would you do?